Hello! In this video I will give you 6 practical tips on how to stress less and enjoy life more. The topic of how to stress less and find a balance in life has been a mystery since the days of early agriculture dudes who were anxious about their crops, or at least I think. So if you want to know how to not be consumed by stress and end up 6 feet under too early,
stay a while and listen.
I talked about fear in the previous video, and I mentioned how it originates from an evolutionarily positive point, namely survival. So constant reoccurrence of fear results in stress. Basically, if you are fearful during a long period of time, you are entering a state of stress, which ultimately can lead to anxiety, depression, and burnout. And of course, that's not desirable. But before going any further, let's dive into what stress really means. So stress is an uncomfortable feeling, a consequence of a psychological strain that your body went through during an unwanted incident or a series of happenings. There are different levels to stress, and you have to understand that not all stress is bad for you. Positive stress factors can push you even harder in achieving your goals, and even can make you more productive and creative. To make it clear though, stress is a natural and appreciated psychological reaction to the dangers of outer world. Before humankind raised all these spectacular and powerful civilizations, stress was the body's natural reaction to greater dangers. I talked about this in my verbal and nonverbal communication skills video, and as I mentioned there, emotions are initial communication form between humans. And it carries more information at a much faster delivery rate compared to the spoken words. Before describing happening in the moment, you already have processed the information 10 times fold with your emotions. So in prehistoric days, stress was a lifesaver and had to be dealt with immediately by removing yourself from the premises of occurring danger. Stress for not having food? Hunt down some furry beast. Stressed for having your intestines chewed by a saber-toothed tiger? Either have your javelin in its throat or hide somewhere if needed. Contemporary civilizations have no match in the hierarchical pyramid amongst all livings. Thus, there are no life-threatening dangers that pushes us to react so drastically as our predecessors did. Nevertheless, modern Homo sapiens is more stressed than ever. We're under a constant pressure to perform better as employers, to be more loving and caring as parents and partners, to have more appealing looks, to generate more wealth than the neighbor. This mad rat race of becoming the perfect image of what society expects you to be boosts the world's economy in the immense velocity, tragically at the cost of the individual health. People are being so stressed out that they appear as lunatics in some instances. Lunatic! Stress should be dealt with preventively. Meaning, you have to foresee the consequences of your action stressing you out long before it happens. And you do that by following your instincts and general knowledge about the society. For example, if you know that doing a cubicle job with endless meetings and deadlines would stress you out, then make everything possible in order to not get stuck in one of those. If you know that certain people are stressing you out and they don't resonate with you, do everything to cut them out from your life. You don't have to be blunt, just let the relationship to fizzle out. Your actions in life always have consequences, so be wise with your decisions and get into a habit of doing a research before taking your next step. The level of stress in your life will solely be dependent on what turns you will take. Just imagine of having a dead boring job that you wholeheartedly hate, coming home to a hideous of a person partner, and living in some shack that you didn't even want to pay for. Now for those tips that you came for, spend up to 1 hour in outdoors, preferably in the nature, and very few people in your proximity. That will massage your thoughts and make you refocus on the things that matter. Try to isolate yourself from unwanted noise. That can be human chatter, the sound of the traffic, and even TV. Sound waves are energy carriers. Every minor source of information thrown at you has to be processed by your mind. Make it easier on yourself by removing these. Going to the gym and/or doing other physical activities are a must. It takes less time to recover from a muscle fatigue compared to neuropsychological damage. Both causes exhaustion, but the first one makes your body release invigorating hormones into your blood. Also gives you a sense of euphoria and accomplishment. Spend time alone, you will feel more relaxed and your mind will slow down, which will make you sharper and give you more space to rethink what you have to do in order to better your life. Spend less screen time. It's a toxic habit that isolates you from reality and feeling alive. Stress and other bad feelings are heightened because they are on hold and not dealt with. Plan your life ahead. Even if your life situation is not desirable, the feeling of having a direction in your life towards something positive and meaningful will give you a huge amount of boost. You will be uplifted and have much easier to push through hard times. Do you have any opinions on subject? Leave them in comment section. Or saying out.